ॐ अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये भवानीं ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेम पद्माम्बराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामलिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दहसितेक्षणां ससरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनीमरुणमाल्यभूषोज्ज्वलां जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिकाम् ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ everybody. We are doing Lalita Sahasranamam. Today we are entering into another Lahari, 28th Lahari, Lopamutra Vidya. This is nothing but Agastya Maharshi's wife. She is also great devotee of mother. Lopamutra Archita, we will see the Namam later. Now we are entering into 124th Shloka. That is Adi Shakti Rameya Atma Parama Pavana Krutihi Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani Divya Vigraha. 124th Shloka. Adi Shakti, that is 616th Namam. So Adi means in the beginning, Shakti means energy, means before creation, mother is like Adi Shakti. She is the cause for the whole creation. She is the cause for Saraswati, Lakshmi and Parvati. All of them put together is Lalita Parabhattarika, Tripura Sundari and Raja Rajeshwari. That is what Adi Shakti means. That's what we are seeing now. Moola Shakti. And that's why even Adi Shakti is really part and parcel of our whole life, in and through our whole life. She is the cause and she is the sustainer, and that's where everything gets into dissolution. Means Srishti Sthiti Layakarini, Parabrahma Parameswari. That is what Adi Shakti means. Now that Adi Shakti is 617th Namam Ameyatma. Means this is the, and that is also Parama. 618th Namam Parama. Ameyatma means immeasurable. Mayam, Manam means measure. That is why we say Manam means measurement. Each one has their own measurement for their own self, given to by themselves. I am this much, I know this much, I have this much money, I am so powerful. Like that, people gives by themselves. Then if somebody comes and disturbs that measurement, then they goes up and down. Like if they equal, they are happy, they praise. Or if they they do not praise, they go down. That is what Abhimanam, Manam, Abhimanam. That's what measurement. Even Mayam is also measurement. Ameyatma means we cannot measure, immeasurable, because this Shakti is all pervading. How can you measure all pervading? When there is a form, like height, width, length, or something, weight, or also we can measure. But this one is immeasurable. Ameyatma means we cannot perceive through our eyes. Only we can see the effects, that's all. That's what Ameyatma. Even Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Matta Parataram Nasti Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. Nothing is, nobody or nothing is above me. That is what Parama means, supreme. So that supreme is Adi Shakti, that supreme is immeasurable. These are all Upanishadic terms, Ameyatma. That Ameyatma has so many names, beautiful names. That is what our true nature. Let us see, we'll keep our names separate and then see what are the other names. Nityam means always there. Satyam, truth. Jnanam means knowledge. And then Anantam means endless, infinity. Siddham means like not made. It's ever ready, already ready. Siddham, not made by somebody else. That is why Apaurishayam. No human could make it. And then Swatantram, free, and Swayam Prakasham means self-effulgent. No light can illumine that Adi Shakti or that supreme. And Swayam Pramanam, no, only Shabda Pramana can reveal itself little bit, but nobody Swayam Pramanam. And Nishkriya means actionless, Nirgunam, attributeless, and then Nirmalam, pure, Nishkalam, partless, and then all these Nischalam, Shubham, Achyutam, Amaram, Ajaram. Ajaram means not even born. When there is a birth, there is a death also. So that's why all this belongs to Parabrahma, Paramatma, Ameyatma, Parama, Supreme. That is what who we are. That's what Ramana Maharshi always says. We heard this a lot of times. Know who you are, then function in the world. That's what all this talking about. Parama means supreme. We have seen that is meant self-consciousness. The definition of self is atanoti vyapnoti iti atma. Atanoti vyapnoti iti atma. It pervaded by everything, part and parcel of our life. Everywhere it is there. That is why in Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya says, Tvayi mayi chanyat straiko Vishnuhu. Tvayi, in you, and mayi, in me also. Everywhere that Ekaha Vishnuhu means one God, that Adishakti, nothing but Vaishnavi is there in everybody. That is what even here also we are seeing. That is even Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Uttama Purushastvanyaha Paramatmetyudahrutaha. That Paramatmeti, Paramatma iti, that is Uttama Purusha, that supreme. So that's what we are seeing. Adi Shakti Ameyatma Parama. And then that this is beyond Apara and Para, Prakriti, that nature. That Para Prakriti is in again fourfold. One is Purusha, means that Jiva, individual self. And then Pradhanam means the nature. Avyaktam means unmanifest, and Kalam, time. So it divided into four folds. So that's what we are seeing. When creation took place, that is how it is. So even Pradhana Purusheshwaraha, we see it in Vishnu Sahasranama also. So that's what now we covered. Adi Shakti Ameyatma Parama. Now that this is talking about Nirguna Brahma. Vedas talk about Saguna Brahma Upasana and Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Both of them, we are seeing that from the beginning onwards. Now we saw the Nirguna Brahma Tattvam. Now, so now they give both together because mind needs support. That Nirguna Brahma, when it takes form, that is Bhavanakriti. We are still in 124th Shlokam. That is 619th Namam, Pavanakriti. Akriti means form. Pavana means purifier. When we think about Mother, her Leela, and all the Katha, Charitram, and stories, all of them purifies us. Even when we think about her form, we have seen in the first section itself, elaborately. That is Pavanakriti, Saguna Brahma Upasana. And then that is what we say, Pavitranam Pavitram Yo Mangalanam Cha Mangalam. In Vishnu Sahasranama we chant, Pavitranam Pavitram Yo. Whatever you take, anything purify things, anything is much more than that. And then purifies everybody, everything, anything. Mangalanam Cha Mangalam. All the auspiciousness, this is the supreme auspiciousness. That's what Pavitranam Pavitram Yo Mangalanam Cha Mangalam. That's a giver of purity. For whoever meditates on Mother, they get purity. So that way mind can stay there. Mind can get focused. So now Yeah, the purification, where do we need, how do we need, all that Yajnavalkya Smriti, that's where it stays elaborately, very beautifully. For body means shariram, what true tapas means austerity, and then upasana means connecting to like meditation or bhakti. Both of them are called upasana in Vedic language. So through tapas and upasana, mind and all the pranas get purified. That is the first point. How about then we get mind and intellect? That is through knowledge, through buddhi, thinking about it, like meditating. Meditation means nothing but thinking. Once we know, then we can think about it. See, so far we know only worldly things. We know how the computer works, or for example, cell phone works, or the movie, or so many objects. So we have the knowledge, so we think about them, or our children, family, or past events, future events, anything. But right now we don't know about mother. That is why we are doing this meaning elaborately. That way, at least one name or one thing will stay in our mind. When we sit in our meditation, we can think about it. So that's what our Swamiji used to say. People used to, all the foreigners used to ask, when do we start the meditation, even in the first, second classes? Swamiji used to say, you came from the world. You have only worldly thoughts now. So if I start the meditation in the morning, early morning, you are waking up, you are not used to that also, you will sleep in the meditation first. And then what do you think? You think only the worldly objects, worldly thoughts, and only that's all you all have. That's why once you know the knowledge, keep on listening to these terms, these leelas, kathas, charitras, stories, then those words will stay in your mind. Then you can think about it. So that's why first 1 year Swamiji did not, our Acharya Bodhatmananji did not start the meditation process. So that is why that to start those thoughts, we need the knowledge. So that's what the intellect, mind gets purified. And then jiva, the individual self, how does the jiva gets purified? Ishvara Jnanat, by Ishvara Jnanam only, Parabrahma Parameshwara knowledge only. Ishvara knowledge means nothing but the self. So that's what Yajnavalkya Smriti says. That is what Pavana Kruti, he purifies everybody and everything. Now 620th Namam, we are still in 124th Shloka. Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani, whole thing is one Namam. Don't break it. Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani, even for your tune or anything. Everything is one Namam. Second line has only 2 Namams. Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani. Aneka means so many. And then Koti, crores and crores of Brahmandas means universe. There are so many universe which we cannot even perceive through our eyes, which we cannot even think about it. Janani means mother. So she created so many Brahmandas and so many Brahmas for each Brahmandas. Mother for all of them. So many galaxies, Chaturdasha Bhuvanas, you all hear that. 14 worlds. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. And then down, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Talatala, Patala, all those worlds. See, this example, the one we can take it is the fig fruit. The fig fruit, our Ashaji, he comes regularly, our disciple, our, she had a fig tree. One time she shared the fig fruit with all of us. So fig fruit has a lot of seeds. They look like seeds, but they are all beautiful. Like that, Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani. That's what we can give the perfect example. Like how that we call Medi Pandu, but that is a fig fruit. So like that, all of them, she creates and nourishes, and then she give the protection, and then she take care of the whole universe. That is like a mother. That's what Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani means. And then 621 Namam, 124th Shloka, Divya Vigraha. Then that formless takes the form that is Pavana Krutihi and Divya Vigraha. Divya means like a pure, Jyotirmayam, Parabrahmam, effulgence. That's what Divyam, shining. Vigraha means the form. And then Divya Lokas we use word, means the space. Space has all the sun, moon, stars, all of them. The way how the Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani and Divya Vigraha is, let us say, example of fire. When you lit the fire, what happens? The sparks come out. That's how fire is like Divya Vigraha, that Jyotirmayam, Parabrahma, Paramatma, Mother. And then all of each individual, we are all sparks. Even all the animals, all the birds, insects, everything is one like a spark coming from that fire. That is what Divya Vigraha, that is what we saw earlier. Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjat Brahmanda Mandala. Everything covered by that whole universe, covered by that effulgence. So that's why even Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam. My birth and karma are beautiful, both are Divyam. That is what Divya Vigraha means. Why she took that form? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge. To protect the good people and paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkrutam, to take out all the wicked people, and dharma samstha, to establish dharma, righteousness. Yuge yuge means again and again, even in us also, to protect good thoughts and to take out all the negative thoughts and to establish dharma, righteous thoughts in us. Again and again, Mother invokes those thoughts. That is what Divya Vigraha means. So now we finished the 124th shloka. Adi Shakti Rameyatma Paramapavana Kritihi Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani Divya Vigraha. Now we are entering into 125th Namam. Klinkari Kevala Guhya Kaivalya Padadaini Tripura Trijagadvandya Trimurti Tridasheshwari. Up to Tridasheshwari, up to that is 125th Namam. We have 125th shloka, sorry. Klinkari Kevala Guhya Kaivalya Padadaini Tripura Trijagadvandya Trimurti Tridasheshwari. Up to that is 125th Namam. Slokam, Namas from 622nd Namam to 628th Namam. 7 Namas are in this shloka. Now we are entering to 622nd Namam, Klinkari. Klim Bijam. That's what it is referring about. Klim is nothing but Akarshana Bijam. It is called Manmadha Bijam. Here they are talking about this is Kamaraja Bijam. And then this is also Radha Krishna Tattvam is implied in this Klinkaram. Lakshmi Narayana Tattvam is also implied. That is why these are all Rahasya Namam. Secretly they are put it in. Only Mantra Shastra Vedas, our great saints, they will reveal all these. So that's what Radha Krishna Tattvam, how it is. Let us analyze. Klim means Akarshana Shakti, means he pulls us. Krish, Karshakam, Akarshanam, Klim. And then Lakshmi Narayana means this is Manmada Bijam. Manmada is son of Lord Mata, Lakshmi Mata and Lord Vishnu. So that is what our Purana says. That is why Klinkari. And Akarshana means holding capacity. Even for the, that's what Sri Krishna says. Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Dharayamyaha Mojasa. Means that holding capacity is the Klimkaram. Everything is, all Indriyas are holding together. Even body is holding together. Like not that hand is, I want to go this way. And the leg wants to say, oh, that way. And then we will be everywhere. Pulling this way. Already mind is pulling every direction. This way, that way. We all know. When we are in satsang, everyone goes away. And then this way, when we are in India, we go to Australia. When we are in Australia, we come to America. Already mind is going this way and that way. For example, even physical body goes this way, that way. Everybody will get, kind of accident will happen. So that is holding capacity, holding Shakti is Klimkari. That is what? Klim Shaktam, Akarshana Bijam. The charismatic Shakti comes with that when we meditate on that. Now let us see in the letters Ka, La, Im put together is Klim. Now Kala is representation of Kala is the part. Im is the Shakti. That is holding capacity. That energy is holding everybody. That is what? The part and whole. Kala is the part and Im. That is what Klimkari is. See how beautiful it is. All of them are parts. Everything is parts, parts, parts. I don't need to explain. We are used to seeing parts, parts, parts. We are not able to see the oneness. The holding Shakti is Im. That is what? Klimkari. And then the 623rd Namam Kevala. That is what Kevala, that is what Ekam, that Klimkari is nothing but Kevala, Ekam. Even Devi Mahatma mother says, I am Eka. Nobody is there. All of them, whatever you see, they are all my vibhutis, glories. So that's what Kevala. And then Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Truth is one, but Vipra means the learned people explains in many ways. So that way we are used to see manyness. That's how they need to train us. That is the only way we can connect. Ame Atma, Nirgunam, Nishkalam, all that hard to grasp because it's abstract. So that's why that Kevala is like that. And now where is that Kevala? 624th Namam, Guhya. Guhya means secret. Secretly hiding in our heart. Hrudayastha, we have seen earlier. In our heart cave, it's there. That is why Sarvasya Chaham Hrudi Sannivishtaha. We chant in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Sarvasya Chaham. Aham means I. Sri Krishna is talking about that. Kevala is talking. And then that Sarvasya Chaham Hrudi Sannivishtaha. In each and every one of their hearts, I am residing. That is what Guhya is. How Tila Tailavat. Tila means that sesame seeds, how the oil is there. When we grind only, that oil comes out. And then Daru Vahnivat. Daru means the wooden log. Fire that has the capacity to burn. That is why when we lit the fire, it starts burning. That is why, that's how it is. Even the milk, it comes in Amrita Bindu Upanishad, this example. Milk, how the butter is inside in the milk, in the same way, we need to churn our mind. Then that Guhya will pop up. How the butter floats when we churn the buttermilk, that is how Guhya. Even we chant every time, Parena Nakam Nihitam Guhayam. In our hearts, it is there secretly. We need to experience that. When we experience, what happens? Kaivalya Padadayini. Kaivalya means mukti, liberation. That Kevala, Guhya, that's what? Giver of liberation. Put us in the right path. That is 625th Namam. And then how do we practice? That's what we need to learn, right? Take out the form like Sri Krishna, Radha Krishna, or any form or the picture. That is called Pratika. And then keep listening to these namas and invoking that energy, invoking that meaning. And then slowly, first step is doing the karmas, actions. That is why even Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga is prescribed. Nishkama Karma Yogam. Not expecting anything, everything offered to Bhagavan. Bhagavan, 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 whatever your Ishta Devata, everything offered to Bhagavan. Then that is the first step. And then again, bhakti, develop the devotion, love for Bhagavan. That is what whole Mukunda Mala is. Everything is bhakti. All 40 shlokas. I'm posting them in my channel every day, kind of just gives so many tips for devotion. In Kulashekar Alvar gives, not me. Kulashekar Alvar gives in Mukti, Mukundamala about Sri Krishna. And then Jnanam, the knowledge, that's what we are doing, acquiring knowledge. Slowly, slowly, we need to own that knowledge. That is where we get the Kaivalyam. First is Dehatma Bhavana, means I am the body. And then slowly develop, I am not the body, I am the subtle mind, that mind, intellect. And then slowly, slowly, that Ahamatma Vibhav, that Bhavani, I am that Bhavani. Slowly, mother will take us. That is Kaivalya Padadaini. These are all steps. Then 626th Namam, 125th Shloka, Tripura. Tripura. English 3 and Sanskritam 3 is same. 3, number 3. So many 3s are there. We have seen so many times before also, but we need to do it again also. Trivikrama, Tripura Sundari, Tripurasura Samharam. That Tripurasura Samharam has to happen for that Kaivalya Padadaini. Means 3 puras have to get destroyed. 3 puras, what are the pura means bodies. We think, oh, we have only one body, but our scriptures say we have 3 bodies. Can you believe that? Physical body, subtle body, and causal body. Physical body, we all know, there is no need to explain. That's what we see. And subtle body, mind, intellect, and chittam and ahankara. That also we all know how much ego we all have, how much storage we have, mind and intellect, we all know about that. Karana Shariram, causal bodies, that's where all of them are stored. Vasanas, like tendencies, samskaras. That is, 3 bodies have to get Tripurasura Samharam, destruction. That is what Shiva Bhagavan did. Trivikrama, that's what if we talk about Lord Vishnu, Trivikrama. Tripura Sundari, mother is nothing but Tripura Sundari. In and through, she is sustaining all these 3 bodies, and then beyond all these 3 bodies. That is what Tripura. And then you see, like Devanam Tritayam means 3 gods. Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, their energies, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati. Then Tripadi, it's like 3 sthanams, Swarga, Martya, and Patala. Wherever we are living, that is Bhulokam. And above is Swargalokam, below is Patalam. Trilokyam, Bhu, Bhuva, Suvaha. And then 3 Swara. When we chant Vedas, 3 Swara. Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita, because these we haven't seen before. These are all given in a beautiful shloka. Devanam Tritayam, Trayi means 3 Vedas, Ruk, Yaju, Sam Vedas. And 3 Pushkara Madhi means Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, 3 rivers, sacred rivers. 3 Brahma means Omkaram has 3 letters. Akara, Bukara, Makara, 3 letters put together. We can see those, hear those letters. So then so many 3s, 3 words we have seen, and then 3 times, past, present, and future. Like that, all of them, Tripura. 3 nadis in us, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna nadis. And then 3 Agnis, Garhapatyagni, Ahavaniyagni, and Dakshinagni. For us now only 1 electricity, we don't use it. But in olden days, they kept one. These are all comes in Upanishad. They all come in Upanishads. One for only for household purpose. One for Deparadhanam and Yajna Yagadi Kratus. That's how they used to use. They keep those fire. When if they lose that, they go to neighbor's house and bring it. See, that's how they used to function. See, elaborately, this comes in Upanishads. But that's how Tripura. We have seen some of them before, and now we have seen some more extra. What is Tripura Sundari is? Now 627th Namam, 125th Shloka, Tri Jagat Vandya. all three Jagat, all those worlds, all of them, not only us, Bhulokam, Suvarlokam, in Devatas are also worshipping Mother. Devarshi Gana Sanghata Stuya Manatma Vaibhava. We have seen in the beginning itself, all the Devatas, Rishis, Munis, and Siddha, Sadhya, Yaksha, Gandharva, Kinnara, all of them are praising Mother, doing the stuti of Mother. Tri Jagat Vandya means salutating, prostrating. So even worshipful. Tri Jagat Vandya means worshipful and worshipped by everybody. All of them is called Tri Jagat Vandya. And Trimurtihi, 628th Namam. All of them are starting with 333. Trimurtihi. Murti means again form. Mother took Adishakti, formless took the threefold form. That is called Brahma, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. That is what Brahmani, Vaishnavi, Maheshwari, if you take it in female form. Their energies are Saraswati, Lakshmi and Parvati. So that's what representation of again three, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunas, characteristics, qualities. They are also called Shambhavi, Vaishnavi and Shyamala. See, these are all little bit technical, but it's good to hear all these. We may not remember. So that is how we develop the knowledge. Each time when we hear, we are putting like a drop by drop, adding into it. That is the beauty of our scriptures. See that, so that's what all this, we need to go with all this. Detail is required. And then Trimurtihi, Trijagat Vandya. Now Tridasheshwari, 629th Namam. This is the last Namam in 125th Shloka. The way I'm saying each time, so that way you can look at the book and see the shlokas. Even when you hear the recording also. Tridasha Ishwari. 3 means 3. We all know. Dasha means 10. It means Tridasha means 10 plus 3, 30. Or Tridasha. Ishwari means Lord or ruler, controller. Means all of them, Tridasha, 30 plus 3. We can take it that way, 33. Devaganas, like let us see how many Devaganas. It's so interesting. You will be amazed. Ekadasha Rudras, 11 of them. Ekadasha means 11. Rudra Ganas. That is why we do the Abhishekam also. Ekadasha Rudra Abhishekam. Because they are 11 Anuvakas are there in Rudram. In Namakam it is called. They are Ekadasha Anuvakas are there. That is why we do 11 times. And then Dvadash Adityas. Aditya means nothing but 12 sons. 12 sons, 1 son for each month. And then Ashta Vasulu, 8 of them. They are all directional gods. And then Indra and Prajapati. Indra means nothing but Lord of the Lords and Prajapati. All of them put together, there are 2 of them. Put together 33 Devatas. All of them are worshipping Mother. Tridasha, and she is the cause for all of them. She is ruling all of them. Because of her, they are all functioning. And that is what, and we all, that is talking about the universal level. For us now, 3 dashas we have. What are those? Balya, Yavana, Kaumara. Balya means childish stage. Yavana, Kaumara means youthful. Yavana, Kaumara is like a Kumari, like let us say 10 to 12, 10 to 15. And then Yavana, 16 and above, Yavana. After that, anyway, we say middle age, old age, and death. So that is why old age and Maranam, death, the Tridasha, I mean, they do not have. Gods do not have those, old age and death. We have these 3. 5 stages we talked about, but we have these 3 plus death and then old age. All 5 we have. But gods have only the 3 stages. And that is what? Ishwari. So that is why we worship like a Bala Krishna. Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. Even Bala Ganesha Upasana is also there. So many Bala Krishna stories in Dashamaskandam in Bhagavatam. And then youthful and Kaumara, all those, so many we worship also. And then all these, and 30 years also, best stage in our life also. We are still in youth, everything is function well. That is what all of this Tridasheshwari. And then the Vishwe Devatas are also called Tridashas because they are all directional Devatas. This is also another good one to know because this comes in Bhagavatam. There is a Manu, so many Manus are there. And then she married to Dharmi. Manu, he has 10 wives. And then, so his children are Vishwa. So many children are there. They are called Vishwe Devatas. Because all of them, that's how the whole clan came. Because, that's why the Bhagavatam talks about, gives the elaboration, how the creation took place. It's all very interesting. It kind of gives a lot of information too. But I'm just throwing that point, Vishwe Devatas, because everything is God, everything is divine for us. So Tridasheshwari, we have seen elaborately all the shloka. Klinkari Kevala Guhya Kaivalya Padadaini Tripura Trijagadvandya Trimurtis Tridasheshwari. 125th shloka we finished. Now we are entering into 126th shloka. Trakshari Divya Gandhadya Sindhura Tilakanchita Vuma Shailendra Tanaya Gauri Gandharva Sevita. Then okay, Trakshari, 630th Namam. Three Akshari again. Vonkaram has 3 Aksharam, Akara, Vukara, Makaram. This whole thing is talking about Vonkaram. To perceive Parabrahma Paramatma, we need some support. That is through Vonkaram, Shabda Brahma Upasana, it is called. This is what, again, little bit I'm going to technical, but it's good to know. Vagbhava Bijam is Aim. That is what Dhyana Shakti. That is what Moksha Pradam, giver of liberation. That again, Kriya Shakti is the clean Bijam. That's what we have talked about earlier. That is Kama Rupini. That is Kama Raja Bijam. That is what Kriya Shakti is. And then Sauhu is the Shakti Bijam. That is for Parashakti, Adi Shakti. Because that is what Icha Shakti. So all of them are put together. They are all going in and through all these namas. They are all separate, but they are all connected too. That is the point I wanted to make. That is what we have seen Kli means. Trakshari again, Kala Im. So now that Trakshari, that Vonkara Swarupini takes up the form 631 Nama Divya Gandhadja, Sindhura Tilakanchita. Both of them are of representation of the form. Divya Gandham, divine sandalwood. Adhya means she has all of them. That Gandham, that is why even in temples also they do the Gandham, put the Gandham everywhere. Beautiful Chandanam. So nice to see. We can clearly see all mother's eyes and nose and the nose ring, everything. Beautiful real decoration. Do not miss it. Divya Gandhadja, beautiful way. This is a beautiful Manoharam and beautiful fragrance is there too. Parimalam. That is all the ingredients are given. I will just give you. You may or may not remember, but that's okay. Even to hear, they are all divine. Even to hear them, it purifies our heart, mind. They are Chandanam, of course, that is called one type of sandalwood, and Agaru, that is also black sandalwood. And then Karpuram, Kachoramu, Kunkumapuvu, then Gorochanamu, Jata Mamsi, Kundurashkamu. They are all divine ones. And even they are divine masala ingredients. The japatri, lavanga, ilachi, cinnamon, and black pepper, miriyalu, kasturi, and then akupatri, ilachi, and nagakesaram. All of them are used for when cooking the food. And then these for chandanam, agaru, karpuram, they are all for the like a lepanam, like a paste is used for mother. Divyam means divine. That is why I mentioned both of them. These also we have seen elaborately in before Shakchakra section. Prasadam's topic, everybody loved it. That's where we have seen all that. And now 632nd Namam, Sindura Tilakanchita. That is what Sinduram. This is Sinduram. It is not Sindhuram. Sindhuram is representation. When you stress on that, that is representation of elephant. Sindhuram. Sindhura Vrajase Vita, we have seen earlier. That is the elephant group. Now Sindhuram, whatever we keep it on our forehead. So even Hanumanji, we do the decorations. It is in orange color. You all know what I am talking about. Tilaka Anchita means embodied with Sindhura Tilakanchita. We have earlier Mukhachandra Kalankabha Mruganabhi Viseshaka. That is for Mruganabhi, that Kasturi Tilakam. Even Sri Krishna has Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Palake Vakshastale Kaustubham Nasagre Navamouktikam Karatale Venum Kare Kankanam Sarvange Harichandanam Chakalayam Kante Cha Muktamali Gopastri Pariveshtiton Vijayate Gopala Chudamani. We chant like that. Exactly. Chandanam, he's also, we did in the shloka. And then putting all the pearl necklaces. And then Kasturi Tilakam, that Tilakam on his forehead. Here also, that is also very purifies, even when we think about it. Even Shankaracharya says beautifully in Sindur, in Saundara Lahari, Vahanti Sinduram Prabala Kabari Bharati Mira Dvisham Brundair Bandi Navinarka Kiranam. Mother keeps that on her forehead, and that papadi, on that partition, that Sinduram. That one looks like as though the morning sun comes up in early morning sun, as though one ray mother left it, because that's how it is, because both of them are black hair, and then in between that Sinduram, that's how it describes so beautifully. That is what Sindura Tilakanchita. And all of them, all Ananga Kusuma, Ananga Mekhala, all the Devatas are worshipping her. Anchita means Kudina, means embodied together. 632 we have seen. Now 633rd Namam Vuma. This is really elaborate Namam. I think Vuma, we are really, this one we can keep as a Vuma Lahari actually. This the Vuma Namam, most beautiful Namam, all of them, of course. Vuma. Vumayai Namaha is the mantram. This is nothing but Parvati Devi. See, this one has we need to go to little bit story, how she got that Namam. What happened is, Daksha Yajnam time, we have seen in Dakshayani Namam, mother took the form Sati Devi and married to Shiva, and she gave her body in Yogagni. And then she took the form again as Parvati, as Parvataraja Putrika. That is Haimavati, Shailendra Tanaya, that our Namam also comes. If we tell that now, it is good. Then what happens is, Parvati always wanted to marry to Shiva only. Then she wanted to do tapas, austerity for Shiva. That is what she wanted to go. She told his father. Father agreed. he told, you are a princess and very delicate. How are you going to survive in that hot and forest? But mother said, no, do not go. That is how she got the name. Wu means oi. We say oi like that. Oh, ma means do not. Voddu. Vuma means oi, do not go. That's how she got the name. She said, do not go for that tapas. Even both of them acquired through tapas only. Shivananda Lahari Shankaracharya says, Kalabhyam Chudalankruta Shashikalabhyam Nijatapah Palabhyam. Both of them did the tapas for one another, Shiva and Parvati. That is what she got the mother said Uma. That's why she got the name Uma. Uma, nothing but Kanti Swarupini. That is why we chant Yadevi Sarva Bhuteshu Kanti Rupena Samstita. Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. And then Kenopanishad says, Uma Haimavati Bahushobhamanam. Brahma Vidya Swarupini, giver of Brahma Vidya, knowledge of self. And then this is most interesting. Let us say Pranavam means Omkaram. Omkaram is Akara, Ukara, Makaram. We have seen earlier. Then take out that Akaram, that is called Vyatyastam. Then what happens? You have what you have, Wu and Ma. Means do not take your, means not remove. Keep it there as though it is not seen. Then add it to Ma, letter Ma. Then what happened? Uma. That is how we need to pronounce actually. Uma, long one. That's how mother got the name. This is nothing but Omkaram. When we chant this Namam or Mantram Umaye Namaha, equivalent to chant to Omkaram. That is why Omitye Kaksharam Brahma. That's what, nothing but Parabrahma Paramatma. And then she will purify our thoughts. Uttama Chitta Vritti means most sacred thoughts she will inculcate in us. And then Bhavapasha Vinashini means remover of all that. Bhava means birth and death. Pasha means rope, destruction of all that. Means giver of liberation. And then giver of Namami Nana Vidha Loka Vaibhavam. To that Uma Devi I am salutating, and giver of Loka Vaibhavam, all the experiences in this world. Also Uma, giver of that. And then not only that, she gave the energy, vibration to Shiva also. And then Nakalu Kushala Spanditum Api, even that Shiva could not do anything unless mother created the desire in him to create. Saundarya Lahari, first shlokam. And then now we need to remember Meenakshi and Sundareshwara. Wedding time, she made Uma Sundareshwara, that Shiva beautiful. He is what Adi Bhakshivu, always putting the vibhuti and putting the rudraksha and snakes all over. That's how his decoration. Even, Parvati's mom got scared, Menaka Devi, and fell down to earth looking at Shiva. She got scared at the wedding time. But mother made him beautiful. Because Brahmaji told Shiva Bhagavan, mother looks so beautiful in front of you. Look how you are. You better get ready. Then he doesn't need any makeup room or any shopping. Just like that, Sankalpa Matram, he turned into most beautiful Shiva, Sundareshwara. Then Brahmaji said, yes, beautiful, perfect. Then he did the marriage. And then, of course, Brahma and Vishnu together. So that is what she made, Uma Devi made Shiva most beautiful. So like that, nothing, Uma means nothing but Indukala, means Chandrakala Swarupam and Shodasi Kala. That is why we call Soma, Monday. What is that? Sa Uma means together with Uma. Soma, Sa Uma. That's why we need to worship Shiva also. Soma Shekhara. That is what Shiva, Soma, Sa Uma. So that is what this Namam is. So many things we have covered. 633rd Namam, Uma. And then 634, same is Shailendra Tanaya. Shaila Indra Tanaya, nothing but Parvata Raja Putrika. Shaila means mountain. That's what. And Meru Parvatam, Vindhyachala Parvatam mountains. Meru Parvatam is the sacred Parvatam. That also in us too, nothing but Sahasrara Chakram. That is the crown chakra, that is Meru Parvatam in us. And that is also Gauri. Parvati is Uma, nothing but Gauri. 635th Ramam is Gauri. Gandharva Sevita, 636th Ramam. That is Gauri means white, pure white. Kali is black. And then usually the story goes, when Shiva married, mother was black, Kali. He used to make fun of her. You look black, you look black. And then mother said, why is he really making fun of me? I don't want this body. And then she offered to Yogagni and became white. That's how Parvati, Gauri appeared. That is, we have seen this in Devi Mahatmyam. Because this is for Loka Kalyanam. That's how they do. Kali has the purpose. That's why he used to say that. That's how they take up the form. White is Gauri, black is Kali. Nothing but Kala Swarupam. And then mother, how this Gauri is, Purana says beautifully, like Shankam, the conch, how white it is, and then jasmine, Mallepuvu. That's how mother's whiteness is. And then so that's what Gauri. 636 is Gandharva Sevita. All these who are worshipping Gandharvas, all of the Gandharvas are worshipping mother. Sevita, they are all praising mother. And that's what this Gandharva Sevita is. And then that next shlokam is 100. Now we finished. Let me chant the shlokam. That way you can collect easily. Trakshari Divya Gandharja Sindhura Tilakanchita Uma Shailendra Tanaya Gauri Gandharva Sevita. 126th shlokam. So many namas we have covered. Let us enter into 127th shloka. Let us see how many we can do today. This one is Vishwagarbha Swarnagarbha Varada Magadishwari Dhyana Gamya. Actually Aparichedya, but we do it Jnana Gamya Parichedya Jnana Da Jnana Vigraha. 127th shlokam, 637th namam to 644 namam. 8 namas are there. Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, 637 and 638th namam, both of them. Vishwagarbha, whole universe in her. Garbha means stomach. In her, because she is the yoni for the whole universe. Garbham, she's kept everything before creation, everything in her stomach. Garbha. That's Jagat emerged. Whole universe means Rupam and Namam, form and then name. Everything appeared from mother. That is what Vishwagarbha is. Then Swarnagarbha. Suvarnam. One meaning is Suvarnam. Swarna means. Varna means letter. Suvarna means what? All the mantras also came from mother. That is why we say Kanakadhara Stotram. Usually we connect to gold. What is that? Suvarnam, Kanakadhara, gold. All the letters, words are nothing but Suvarnam, golden words. We use the word Bangaru Mata, Bangaram lanti Mata matladadra antam in Telugu. Bangaram lanti Mata. What is that? Swarnam means golden words. That is what Suvarnam. That even Dhatu, even gold is highest. Put it in highest compared to silver, copper, all of them. That is why gold rates goes up, and all the ladies feel sad and bad also. You know, oh, it is going up, because we love jewelry, because we are all gold ornaments, because we are all embodiment of mother. We are nothing but mother incarnation. That is why we better love gold. Suvarnam, Swarnam, that is what, and mantras too, of course. And then speak good words. Varna means, Suvarna means good words. Varna means letters, that is why all of them are covered. Then what does she do? Varada, 639th Namam. She gives whatever we desire, whatever we, Varada means giver. We saw earlier also Annada, Pranada, Yogada, Jnanada. That Namam is coming in this section. Giver of knowledge, giver of whatever we desire. That is why Sri Krishna Venkateswara Swami Varada Mudra is like this, keeping his hand down. Abhaya Mudra is that. And then he says, hold on to my feet. And then whole world, I will keep it only up to your waist. That's why another hand is on his waist. Even so, that is what Varada is. That is what 640th Namam is Vagadhishwari. Vag means speech. All of them are Ishwari means control of speech. That Swarnagarbha is nothing but Vagadhishwari. Vag Devatas, Vashini, Kameshwari, Modini, Vimala, Jaini, Aruna, Sarveshwari, Kaudini, 8 of them. With their blessings, we are able to speech. Good letters comes in our speech. Perfect sound. Letter we will pronounce as it is because of the blessing of Vagadhishwari. Speech is also 4 types. We have seen earlier. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama, Vaikari. Vaikari means whatever you are able to hear. That is called Vaikari. Madhyama, then we put our expression, bhavas, and then letters, all of them. Whenever we speak, there is emotion is involved. You know, that's why speech is the most important to communicate. We can bless people or we can curse people. We can feel happy and we can make other people sad. The connections will happen only through speech. Very most important. You know, we see this in this world. I don't have to explain. We'll remember the words. That is why Pashyanti, Madhyama are the supporting Devatas. They are like emotions. We are putting that bhavam in our speech. Because subtle way we connect. We'll remember rest of our life. See, that's because that bhavam, through that bhavam. And then that is how do we attain her? Jnana Gamya, through meditation only we attain her. How is she? Aparicheja. Usually we chant Paricheja because it is included in that. Aparicheja means there is no limit. Parimiti means limit. That is what Nirguna Brahma Tattvam, Aparicheja. That is Jnanada, giver of knowledge, like Varada. Why she is giving knowledge, how she is giving knowledge? 644th Namam, Jnana Vigraha, Divya Vigraha. We have seen all that. Vigraha means a form of filled with knowledge, embodiment of knowledge. That is what Jnana Vigraha. With this, we finish the 127th shloka. All of them is through, we can attain her, the Vuma Lahari. We can keep it as Vuma Lahari, 28th Lahari. She is the giver of Kaivalyam. When we, how do we attain her? Through meditation, Dhyana Gamya. And then she is the limitless and she is has the formless and form. When she takes up the form, that is Divya Vigraha, Jnana Vigraha. That is how it is. That is called Saguna Brahma Upasana. Everything is Kaivalya Padadayini. And then she is also Klinkari. And then we have seen all this. She is also Gauri and she is also Sailendra Tanaya. And then Parvati. And that's how we are going to conclude this one. This shloka we will chant Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, Varada Vagadhishwari, Jnana Gamya, Paricheja, Jnana Da Jnana Vigraha. So today we have seen 124th shloka to 127th shlokas. We'll chant all of them. Then we are concluding. Adi Shakti Rameyatma Parama Pavana Kritihi Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani Divya Vigraha Klinkari Kevala Guhya Kaivalya Padadayini Tripura Trijagadvandya Trimurtistridasheshwari Trakshari Divya Gandhadja Sindhuratilakanchita Uma Shailendra Tanaya Gauri Gandharva Sevita Vishwagarbha Swarnagarbha Varadavagadhishwari Jnana Gamya Parichedya Jnana Da Jnana Vigraha. Actually, that A is included, but when we separate, Jnana Gamya Aparichedya. But when we chant Jnana Gamya Aparichedya, that's how we chant. A is included. So now I'm going to conclude. Om Sri Matre Namaha, Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Thank you, Shyamala Garu. Very nice. Thank you so much. Lot of information today.
Yeah, lot of information. That's true.
And very useful also, it's like a recapping the things.
Oh, we are still in recording. Is it okay?
I stopped. Oh, I thought I stopped. Okay, sorry.